Hello viewers, welcome to another new video. In this video I'm going to explain how to connect MySQL in ASP.NET MVC project. So working with MySQL in ASP.NET project, this is complete tutorial for you. So in introduction part I will set up and show you the project. So for project and demo video I will use my existing project, which is business ERP. Here is the business ERP complete solution. In this project we are going to use MySQL database, and next step is setting up MySQL server and workbench. So for video purpose we are not going to setting the MySQL and workbench. I already installed MySQL server, so I would like to request, please make sure MySQL server in your local PC and workbench for connecting as a client for MySQL server. Here is my workbench. I already connect my local instance. Let me show you again. So here is my local instance, and for MySQL let me show you the connection details. So for MySQL the default port number is 3306 and the local instance, and connection method is standard TCP IP. Here we go, my local instance. And next step is like setting up ASP.NET MVC project with .NET 8. So you have to install like Pomelo Entity Framework MySQL. So let me open my project. Here is the business ERP solution. I already installed like Entity Framework Core, and for MySQL like Entity Framework Pomelo Entity Framework Core MySQL. Here is the command using terminal .NET add package. So if you can go to your solution explorer, right click and the open terminal. Using the command you can install easily required packages. So once required packages installed done, then we jump to the connection string. So in the MySQL connection string we have several additional parameter I added because the date time issue. So you can use just simply up to root here, but you will definitely face additional issue if you are working with bigger applications. As we are working with a bigger application, which is business ERP, have a lot of data operation which is related to time and date. So that's why I added an additional parameter for avoiding additional issues and errors. So first you have to make sure the server is definitely localhost, port number is 3306, database is business ERP, and this is your database name. User is root, so password is root. So as default user and password in for MySQL database, this is your user and password. Persist security info false, convert 0, date time is true, and allow 0 date time also true. Connect timeout 300 is default. So this is the connection string. So you have to make sure this connection string here, an app setting.json file. So I already MySQL I already passed the connection string parameter here, and the DB connection. As just for note, this application is supported multiple database. So if you pass the MySQL, then this application use the MySQL. So as we are going to explain in this video MySQL connection, so we are going to I already passed the MySQL connection string name into the DB connection string name. So our next step is like setting up DB context. So as it is code first project, so you have to make sure the application DB context. So in the data folder we have application DB context. So I extend auditable identity context because this application is supported audit logs. If you go to the auditable identity context, here we finally extend the identity DB context for application user for login management. You can skip this part. But here is the application DB context, and into the program.cs file you have to pass the right connection string properly. First you have to initiate the instance of application DB context. Here I make sure, and so later as it is multiple database connection, as this application supported multiple database, so here is the just make suring the which database you are going to use. this one for MySQL, this one for PostgreSQL, and this one for SQL Server. So we are going to use this one, so system will pick this one as we already passed this one here, MySQL database. So if you understand the application DB context and the program.cs file, make sure the dependency injection here, and next step is creating model and applying migration. So we are going to pick one simple model, and we are going to I will explain that controller, related controller for one CRUD operation. So model part, I will explain the payment type. Payment type. So payment type is like 3 entity ID, name and description, and the default entity is created date. If we go to the definition, we can definitely see the default entity here. So payment type, and if we go back to our video step, so this is just for a default payment type entity, and run migration. So I already add migration. You can see the migration folder here. Just for demo purpose and learning purpose, I'm going to delete this migration and make sure the fresh migration for this project. So command is like add migration, shift .NET Entity Framework migration add initial create. So let me just drop database first so that we can complete the full step. Drop now. So database has been deleted from my local MySQL. So if I going to run the first command, which is .NET EF migration add initial create. So this command will initialize the migration, and then we have a second command is like update database, and that command makes sure like create table and the database. Taking time, so application is building, and then checking the connection string. If connection string okay, then system will complete the migration properly without any issue. Hopefully there will be no issue as we pass the right connection string. So this is information like I need to update my entity framework core tool, so I will do it later. So migration success. So we have a fresh migration folder which is like generated code, and let me just update the database. I will check the update database success or not. We can check here by refreshing this icon. So no database created for business ERP. Just wait few seconds. Meanwhile, let me just give you simple overview. This business ERP is a complete solution for managing your invoice, expense, purchase, and additional features. So I will give you the simple overview. So migration done. Let me just make sure business ERP database created. Yes, so as we can see, we have a business ERP. Now I'm going to run and explain one controller. So implement CRUD operation payment type controller displaying view into the razor view. So if we go to the controller and payment type controller, here is the payment type controller. So this is code first project. So we inject the application DB instance context using this instance. So we'll make sure the full CRUD operation. This is for getting data for data table. So data table, you can avoid this part as it is complex. So first one is details. So we are getting data by ID. It will show the details, and here is the add edit for create an update operation. If it is greater than ID, then edit, and if it is greater than 0, edit, and less than the 1, that will be add operation. So here is the add edit operation. So greater than 0, and else it will be add operation payment, and here is the delete operation using the context. So a full CRUD operation, here we make sure. And if we go to like view, for razor view, we have a view and the payment type razor view. Let me open the payment type. The index, so we have used jQuery data table for paging, sorting, searching, and pagination. So here is the reference for JavaScript code. This is for data table, and this is for CRUD operation. So let me just run and explain the view so that you can understand properly the CRUD operation is doing properly or not. And I'm going to select business ERP from my local instance MySQL database. Select start from payment type. So we have already table payment type. If we execute these queries, hopefully we have a default so no data here. So just for short note, as we did not run the project the first time yet, so once you run the first time project, so dummy data like CDA data will create accordingly. So I make sure the dummy data here, so seed data, here's the all dummy data will create it first time once project run for first time. So project is running and taking time. So here is the output screen. So inserting the dummy data, this is first time running, that's why it will take additional time. So let's wait, and just for giving you additional info for this project business ERP. So I already give you some overview, and let me just give you some additional overview, which is like you can perform complete user management with dynamic role based. So some user can access entire application, and some user can access only based on the assign his or her role. So project is running the first time and creating the data. So hopefully we can log in successfully. Its default login is admin, and that admin is this user can access full application, like entire feature of this application. So login is going to be success, and we have in this video our target is like explain one controller regarding make sure the one CRUD operation. We are going to complete this video almost like implement CRUD operation and displaying view. If we go to the settings and picking the payment type, then hopefully we'll see the view of payment type. So default data has been created the first time. So I'm going to execute now the queries. So we have like seven row, and if we're going to create just test purpose data, test tbd save. So create operation also success, and if we view operation also success, and if we make sure the queries here again, so we can see test data has been added successfully. So we can see the razor view and already perform CRUD operation, and check the view, and you can edit also the delete operation. So and let me go back to my video steps. So running and testing the application, so this part already done. So in the conclusion part, so you have to let me just summarize this video. You have to make sure your local MySQL server, then for browsing the MySQL you need to install the Workbench as a client. Then in your project you have to make sure DB context and one controller for CRUD operation and the razor view. And the next step, you can explore, like, experiment with new models. So additional model, you can implement user authentication with MySQL. In this application already added the user authentication. If you interested to get this entire application, just to go here and you will get entire application. You can explore the user authentication, or you can you can create your own authentication, your simple project. Deploy this project into Linux Ubuntu. So I have another video how you can install and deploy this application into the Linux. So I already deployed this application into my Ubuntu server. Here is the live demo. So let me show you. Business ERP. This application I hosted into my Linux Ubuntu using nginx. So thank you for watching this video. In this video I already covered how to connect, how you can work with MySQL database with ASP.NET MVC project. Here is the full step. I will share everything into the comment section, on the also the live demo, also the link here, link that you can get the entire application with complete source code. So if you are interested to get entire project, then just to go here and you will get complete source code, complete database, complete project documentation, ERD diagram, architecture diagram, video tutorial, free tech support. So in this video basically I focused on one operation, which is working with MySQL, and how you can connect the MySQL database without any additional issue and obstacle, and and additional things I already explained, which is one CRUD operation working with MySQL database. So thank you. Please subscribe and like us, so that we can grow and we can motivate it and add more video, like, so that we can learn more. So please like, share and subscribe for the ASP.NET tutorials. See you in the next video.